Yo, yo, it's definitely Cloud Chaser TV, man. We back up in this thing again. You dig? Hey, man, we got some news to report. We got some help today. We got me, Misha gonna assist us with the news, as well as definitely Cloud Chaser. While I'm chime in, you can either join on Clubhouse or come in on our StreamYard. But we're gonna get straight to it. We're gonna talk about this whole Cardi B situation. Cardi B basically finally speak out with the whole takeoff situation. RP takeoff. Get that footage queued up for you. No, I definitely agree with you when it comes to that. The only thing is like takeoff. He being like a celebrity, and they call him an icon for our culture. The people that's coming up past 10 years. Migos did their thing. So you know, when his death came about, it hit hard. It hit a lot of people hard because a lot of people fans of his music. And I think that she probably just trying to give people a little bit of closure since she ain't spoke on the subject. And just letting everybody know that they human. Because that'd be the biggest thing when it comes to celebrities. A lot of people don't think that they human. They think that they're a celebrity. Shit, they don't got no feelings. It's all about the paper. So her expressing what Offset was going through, shit, it was just unfortunate. But you know, I'm sure that a lot of people wanted to hear that from her. Give me 1 second. Saying it was sound was messed up. Yo.
Yeah, I can hear whenever you talk. I just can't hear whenever I can't hear whenever Clubhouse talks on there, but I can hear whenever you talk. Oh, I can hear it now.
Alright.
He was right. I wish Max was right here. I swear to God, on my dead son. I wish Max was right here. I would have, man, I ain't shoot you, nigga. But if you thought I shot you, what's up? He got subpoena. And he was trying to go on the run.
So we got the next one that's up is on DJ Mustard.
Okay, my that pulled up. Give me 1 second. I was actually the person I sent. Yeah, so DJ Mustard ex-wife is seeking $80K a month in child support for their 3 kids. They dated 11 years before marriage, and they met at 19 when they both had $0. He filed for a divorce after 18 months, and she signed a prenup. Mustard income was reportedly at 10 million in 2022. Um, I I feel like shit, 80K a month is not asking for too much because she do got 3 kids, she do got other bills, and also she was there when he didn't have nothing. So I feel like that's reasonable. I mean, and they celebrities too. You know what I'm saying? But that's my opinion. You go ahead, Big Chuck.
I'm thinking like DJ Mustard, he definitely get a lot of money, with this situation, a lot of people relate to it because of the simple fact that she was with Mustard when he ain't had no money. So a lot of times when people see people in that court with them, they balling in the gym with them on that come up, and they see time to time where these couples are split, and it's the situation with DJ Mustard and his ex-wife. She's saying that it's being reported that he made $10 million in 2020. So it's possible that he's still making that type of money in 2023. Now, $80,000 a month. Maybe. How much was Kanye West getting supposed to pay Kim a month? Was it like double this?
Yeah, double that. Yeah.
So it was like about 160 or something like that?
I think let me look that up because I think it was a little bit more than that. Hold on.
Yeah, like I don't think he should be even if we saying double, he should even be close to paying what Kanye West is paying in child support. That sounds crazy. Kanye West being a billionaire and DJ Mustard, he been a producer. Like he got some hits, but I'm not sure if he in rotation in 2023. He might not be
Yeah,
getting the
he
same amount of money.
200. Yeah, 200K per month. That's what it's like for Kim Kardashian. That's a lot.
Yeah, 200K a month. So
That's
it's that's some Hollywood shit. I think they all live in the hills. So
and then I mean, Riley can't just come up with a reason. Okay, I could see her saying about like 40, but 80. I mean, just meet him in the middle. You know what I'm saying? Because he still got his own bills too. So you just got to be able to meet in the middle somewhere. But women always be just so fucking greedy. But I'm gonna read a couple comments like I always do. The first comment I see is women are the ultimate finesse. Somebody said, what child costs 80K a month? Child support is starting to seem like a come up more than support. Then somebody said, imagine signing a prenup after being with someone for 11 years. I ain't signing shit. What the fuck? So, anybody else want to chime in on this conversation?
I feel like it is starting to appear more of a come up. I mean, in like all honesty, of course you should be there to support your child, and it tends to look more in the sense of it's only the income that of the male income that's there, in a good financial space. It seems like they want to utilize the male's income to take care of the woman and the children, opposed to having the woman being able to provide as well. I mean, what does she do to take care of the children? You get what I'm saying? So it's like, is she going to be able to just sit back and just allow it to? So it's like basically a new form of welfare in a sense.
yes, but at the end of the day, that's one thing I was with, like even with the whole situation with 50 Cent and his ex. it's like these guys are living some sort of lifestyle now. You know, you don't want them like they worth millions of dollars. People already know who they are. They probably know who their kids are, and they going into different type of school systems. You know, being in different type of neighborhoods where people might not have that type of money. They gonna always think that they do. So you gonna have to, protect your kid, and sometimes it means paying the highest child support bill so they can be in some sort of neighborhood that's living like you. But that's what comes with it. Shit, you got to pick and choose who you have kids by. That's always been the same.
Yeah,
I agree. They have to have, a certain lifestyle because could be, at risk in certain neighborhoods or just, crazy people or certain environments you don't want them in. But at some point it's excess. I think all of us could agree with that. Maybe not everybody, but it shouldn't be so much based. At some point it should be based on income, but at some point it's just.
But what if he taking the kids? What if 50 was taking his son and he wanted to keep it?
Yeah, that's different though. But when it comes down to it, I don't think it was possible for 50 Cent to take on the responsibility of having his kid full time. You talking about touring? This dude was on tour every month for years. You know what I mean? So how, like, even the stories with what's my boy name? Who was up here? He was on Clubhouse defending Jim Jones.
Trav.
Yeah, even him. He talk about when he was young. He was like 15 and 16 around them guys, and they was be on tour, and they'll leave his ass in the mansion. So that probably wouldn't have been a good fit.
I mean, they got money to,
word a nanny,
and all that. It's just, to me.
So you say a couple of $100,000 a year on a nanny, or pay a couple of $100,000, or maybe $500,000 on them actually spending the time with they, parent.
Well, Chuck, that's what I was gonna say. It'd be worse if the mom got it. I'm sure, like Kim K. She got a fucking nanny, so he paying child support for her to have a nanny. That's crazy. I think 80K.
Yeah, like I just think that like at some point in time, it's like looking at it from this perspective. Like, of course, we want the child to be in the best state financially as possible, but it's like, when does the mother take on a responsible role for also providing that? Because it's like, where is the balance in that situation? Because his money, their welfare is based on his money. Now, what if something happens in a sense where he goes through a whole bunch of different financial issues? Where is the balance on that for them children? You know what I'm saying?
That's the part that they don't put into play. When they be having these different type of situations going on, they don't put that into play. But just strange, bro. But they somebody got to pay. I ain't gonna lie, somebody got to pay, man. And it's gonna be that father. So DJ Mustard, it does say that she signed a prenup. They was only married for 18 months, but they was together about 11 years before the marriage. They got 3 kids, so that's about what, 25,000, almost 25,000 a kid.
80K is a lot. I'd be looking at it like this too. Like, they've been together, but they said since they was like 19. A lot of these dudes, whether they become NBA players, some type of ball player, rappers, whatever, they'll tell whoever they with, yo, you ain't never got to work, this, that, and third. So now you done painted this picture like, okay, you ain't never got to go to work and take care of you for the rest of your life. So now she probably never pursued getting her. I mean, it's her. I mean, you can't blame it all on him, but she probably never pursued getting higher education, even pursuing a business. And she figured that they was going to be together forever or whatever. So, I mean, I don't think he should pay 80K a month, but you should definitely be paying something until she gets her shit right. And the judge needs to look into that too. Like, you need to be getting your shit right until, for me, I don't know, shit right, but he needs to pay.
And y'all know what that total out? That's almost $1 million a month. I mean, I'm sorry, a year. I'm sorry, a year.
You know, the crazy thing for the regular people with regular jobs is more of a like child support is more like you got to contribute to the expenses of the child. But I do agree that if now they're accustomed to a certain lifestyle based on something you provided, it's just like an alimony thing. You expect it to kind of still afford that type of lifestyle. But I still feel like the mother should have to contribute in some way. I don't know.
I agree, Doc. But you know what else I be thinking about? Like, what about when the parents, like two parents, you know what I mean? They working, busting ass. The dad paying all the bills. Maybe he working and he loses his job. Circumstances change every day for people. So, I mean, I get it. You should be paying child support. But I mean, we know people that are literally taking care of kids off of government assistance. You feel me? So 80 grand a month or whatever it was, that's crazy.
It's bullshit.
Salute.
Like, what about, like, for instance, 40 a month? It should be reasonable, in my opinion, because that should take care of the housing situation. That should take care of the children. Like, come on, like 80K, close to $1 million in a year. Like, come on, that's like that's basically securing her and them children at the end of the day. So it's like she gets to sit back and do nothing but just raise the kids. But that's you gotta think about it. All the stuff that he done bought her, all that stuff she can't afford, and she ain't got nothing else. So you gotta put that into effect. And then you gotta think about the lifestyle you already placed her in. If she got a big ass house, all that. But for real, all she need is 40K. Get the hell out of that big ass mansion, whatever it is, all that expensive stuff, that's it. Cause what she do?
Hey, Mimi, we got the story next with the Young Thug and his lawyer. His lawyer pretty much speaking on the whole situation with the rumor about drugs that was found in court. It was passed on by one of his co-defendants.
All right, okay, yeah, let me get that one for it.
One of the co-defendants, on his way to the restroom, attempted to pass something to Mr. Williams, who immediately turned it over to the deputy.
He did not know it was allegedly Percocet?
Did not know. Well, we don't know what it is. Did not know what it was, turned it over to the deputy right away. The deputy took action. The individual who had the contraband, not Mr. Williams, was taken into the back, where I'm told he ingested whatever he had. He had to be taken to the hospital, and as a result, court was terminated for the rest of the day.
Here's what happened. We got this video from court. Take a look at the part we highlighted here. Do you see this? Right there. According to court motions, Young Thug's fellow defendant, Khalifa Adams, passed Percocet to Young Thug under the guise of a handshake right in front of the entire courtroom.
The reality is, Mr. Williams had nothing to do with what went on in the courtroom on yesterday. One of the co-defendants, on his way to the restroom, attempted to pass something to Mr. Williams, who immediately turned it over to the deputy.
He did not know it was allegedly Percocet?
Did not know. Well, we don't know what it is. Did not know what it was, turned it over to the deputy right away. The deputies took action. The individual who had the contraband, not Mr. Williams, was taken into the back, where I'm told he ingested whatever he had. He had to be taken to the hospital, and as a result, court was terminated for the rest of the day.
So yeah, this was a big story that was going on all of yesterday, you know, where pretty much the lawyer is saying that Young Thug didn't know that dude was gonna pass him any type of contraband, whether it was a pill or whatever they saying that they got. Right now at this point, they don't know what it was, whether it was a pill or, you know, shit, a piece of paper, you know, with a phone number on it. But whatever he had going on, when they went to go check for him in the back, they had to go get his stomach pumped. So this is the whole situation with YSL. It's strange though, man. I think that YSL probably gonna end up being convicted. A lot of these guys, as you see, they taking plea deals, but I think that Young Thug, he might end up going up the road with a conviction. But I do think that the government is probably messing up. The state is messing up his case right now, where he's going to be able to get an appeal and even probably come home within 2 years, because just everything that's going on from them guys who so-called shot this person or had something to do with this person getting beat up or shot. They sold drugs on this corner. They all getting out scot-free just so they could take down Young Thug, who has lesser violent charges than some of them. It's crazy. What y'all think about that?
Yeah, I just feel like everybody was on his ass and how dumb he was, and we just ran with the story without even just knowing the whole thing. So that's just like, I just like people purposely saying things about him. They want his ass that took down one way or the other, whether it be by some drugs they trying to say he's smuggling in there. They want Young Thug. I don't know what it is, what he done did to somebody, but yeah, it ain't looking good for him in my opinion. I thought he definitely gonna end up having to serve some type of time. I thought it was gonna be like a bond out situation. Like he got long money, his money long, he gonna end up bonding out. You know what I'm saying? But this shit seeming like they really want him off the street, so they gonna try to find anything to put on his name.
Facts.
Yeah. What's up, child?
I feel they go ahead after the state shit. I think that Fed shit coming after the state shit. But they still ain't charging for the shit that they found his crib with the silences and stuff. So I think that he's going to end up taking some time. Whether he beat this case or not, I think the feds are still coming out.
Right. What's up, Mimi? I ain't want to cut them out.
And they all housed in different facilities. So when it comes to Young Thug and his codees, they ain't even in the same facility. So them walking past each other do sound strange, sir, early in the comments. I see what you said.
That sound like a play. That sound like maybe they was trying to work it on Thug, the state.
Yeah.
So
we can't hear you, Chops, if you talking. Can y'all hear me?
We can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah. Can I ask you, was the other guy an inmate? If he was,
man, all he had to do was get one of his little shorties, put that in his mouth.
The other guy was an inmate. He was housed at the facility too, so he was an inmate.
Oh, okay. So he done caught a charge on what behind the wall. God damn, Thug.
Yeah, if you go to the link up top, or if you're watching this live on YouTube, we got it playing back where it shows the guy walking past Young Thug, and he reached to shake his hand, and it looks like he put something in his hand, and that's where the whole confusion coming in at, because now prosecutors on Young Thug ass even more. They already said that Gunna was trying to sneak drugs in with a correctional officer. So they just trying to add on more things, but this look like this is something that allegedly came from the government. I just can't see nobody being that stupid to do some shit like that. But these are the same guys that's on this case that's saying that it's a gang. They're saying basically that YSL is a gang, and they don't think nothing wrong with it. They don't think there's nothing wrong with calling a YSL a gang when they on state RICO charges in regards to them being a gang, and that's what they trying to prove. So them saying it's strange, man. It's a lot of strange shit going on this YSL case. So
it is. Hey, in your opinion,
I think they just gave. I mean, I'm saying, did he just? You think he wanted that pill or what? Or like he was set up? That's what I seen earlier. Maybe he was just set up by that.
I mean, he had no way of knowing. How could he know that somebody's going to pass this on, number one? And I just want to know, has anybody ever seen an inmate in a court going back maybe inside or just able to move freely to the court, let alone walk up to another inmate and pass him?
Yeah, that's possible.
What
that's
the hell
possible.
Are you talking about?
That's where a lot of the shit that, what I'm saying, they get behind the walls come from, though, when people go to court. You know what I mean? They'll fuck around. They ain't supposed to have contact, but they'll make contact.
Well, you don't see it not outside in the courtroom.
Well, what's interesting is what Chuck said, that a lot of these individuals have already conformed. So based off of them conforming to the government and having that ability to pass that off like that with no regard it's very alarming in my opinion, especially knowing the situation. So it's like, is this an inside job to where so they're trying to create what's the word? More problems with it on Thugger? Like, because they're only going to try to put this shit more on Thugger, like trying to bury him. Like, oh, look at him, he's doing contraband. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hey, but he won't
like
be charged in court for it, though. I mean, he gonna get charged by the warden at the jail. So, I mean, it's two separate charges. So, I mean, technically, you know, it all depends on how the warden feeling that day.
Anybody else got?
But I would say that it definitely seemed like a setup.
Did somebody drop top?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Go ahead. Anybody else?
Okay.
If Thugger wanted that joint in there, he should have had Lil Shorty put it in her mouth and come up in and kiss him. If that's how he wanted it. Now, if the dude was already locked up trying to do that, how you know if that nigga wasn't rolling already? It's like, fuck it, I'm already going. Let me go get my man one of these jumps right quick. I don't even give a fuck. You know how some live wire niggas is.
Yeah, but at this point, it doesn't look good, regardless, like, especially during the time where mind you, they just stopped the court. They stopped that. So you know what that's going to do? That's going to make things even harder in this situation. Like, I don't think Thugger approved of that situation. And that's mainly where we should focus it on. I don't think he wanted anything to do with that. You know what I mean? Like, he already have all odds against him. Why would he want to be put in another bad scenario when everybody's folding on him? Now, that's like your homeboy putting you in another situation where he already conformed about, you know, the negativity that's surrounding him. So I just don't think that this is looking good for
sure,
YSL or Young Thug.
YSL is definitely looking bad right now. Like I said, you know, it's unfortunate. You know, I ain't seen a lot of these cases covering media, and I definitely think that this might be a case where he's gonna be convicted unless his lawyer pulls something else out of, you know, that might throw out some more things. But I'm thinking that he probably gonna get convicted. They're gonna give him his time, and then within a year, they're gonna grant him his appeal. Then within another year, he'll be back home. You know, because I guarantee you, you know, and I'm gonna say alleged because I don't know lawsuits, but I'm thinking that they fucking up over there, man. That the court system, the whole prosecution system that's over there in Georgia is messing up. And it was a guy that was on the YSL, that's on the YSL case. Who was that? My boy who they said that allegedly shot up Lil Wayne's tour bus. What's his name again? Roscoe?
Pee-wee.
Yeah, Pee-wee, right?
Yeah, Pee-wee Roscoe.
Pee-wee
Yeah,
Roscoe.
like
He ended up getting out of jail because the judge that was on his case where he got convicted, they was corrupt. So it's not nothing strange in Georgia for them to be corrupt. So, you know, I'm thinking that this probably going on. They moving a little too fast. They want to make headlines, maybe send messages. You know, we going back up for another election. So maybe that's why they doing all this. But you know, it's unfortunate though. YSL Young Thug, because at the end of the day, even if these guys did what they saying they did, right? I still believe that they should have their day in court and it should be fair and non-biased. You know, with the shit that's going on, it's seeming very biased. It's seeming like it's some people that's pulling strings behind the scenes, you know?
Chuck, I don't want to harp on this, but again, I'm gonna just say this. I don't even care if it's a trial. They're court officers that are gonna be standing there if they in the audience because there's so many people. If they want to get up and go to the bathroom or something, they're gonna be controlled by a court officer if he was going inside. It doesn't make sense that he's able to walk up and give nobody to shake nobody's hand. They're not letting you do that. I don't care if it's trial or not. That whole shit looked weird and kind of staged and bugged out to me, unless it's just different in Georgia.
Yeah, I agree with Jeff on that.
And I'll add on to like you right, because if they got him already in a different facility, the reason that they saying that they don't give Young Thug a bond is because they saying basically his influence and his ties.
Latoya kid. FaceTime video.
His ties and stuff, right? Hold on, y'all. I think I just got a phone call. Can y'all hear me? I just got a phone call. But yeah, his ties to the community, they saying that he's
Latoya Kids. FaceTime video.
Just though, like I've never seen somebody that's trying able to come up to him, whether they want to just give him a hug, dap him up. I've never seen that. Usually the marshals they'll make you, back up, like, or let you know you can't do nothing.
Latoya Kids.
I say they was lackadaisical in the coverage, but as soon as he approached the bench, they was right there on his ass.
Right. Yeah, no, it's definitely y'all shut his live for us. One man, what's good, Brody? Happy New Year. I don't think I even went live this year. Salute, man. We appreciate y'all. Still on the rise. You feel me? 4 years in, 85,000 subscribers. Let's get that shit to 100, gang. So y'all shut this live. But
and while we on this Young Thug case, real quick, Chuck, I sent you another. So we want to just keep going back to the Young Thug case. If you go look at your back channel, I sent you another YouTube video to add on to what else going on, what we talking about right now, so we can just continue this conversation. But I sent you another video. Basically, it's for y'all for the read it off.
Is a part that you want me to play it from?
No. It says YSL founder Mondo exposes Fannie Willis as a YSL supporter before turning DA. She switched sides. So basically, it's another video adding on to the case. If you want to play, you don't have to play the whole video if it's real long.
Not the DA was slime. Let me find out.
Right. It's more stuff coming out with this.
What you say? Yeah, I got it. Hold on. Wow, they going up. The Fannie.
Young Thug better check his DMs, make sure he ain't reject her or something like that.
You say you better check him and do what?
I said Young Thug. I said if she was slime and she switched sides, the DA, he better check his DMs. Maybe she jumped in the DMs and he wasn't nice, so I ain't answer her or something.
Yeah, I want to show you something.
Wow, that's wild. We gonna play it though. It's queued up. Let's get it.
Why you do that, y'all? Share the room. Y'all thought he want to share the room 2 times. Cause this meeting 2 times, and we here with Death Without Chasers. Just a family, So everybody in the room.
Hey, but whole time, who was the nigga that gave him the pill though? Who was that nigga?
Somebody said that he didn't even know who to do what. I'm about to. Go ahead, Chuck.
Out of jail. Yeah. I had just got out of jail. The last case I just fought, I was the last case she was doing before she turned in being the DA.
So she switched sides. She was on defense and then she went.
This on honest to God truth. This ain't nothing that can be hid. People know this. I got the video on my page right here. Matter of fact, we finna do this live interview right now to show you.
So she represented you on a case right before this case that she is.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Wow.
How God working. Wow. It's the honest to God truth. There ain't no cap in this. Somebody when you did interview, they're gonna show but he wasn't lying. This already they come on, man. It's just how God work. That's what I'm telling you, bro. God working mysterious ways.
So you think that she tried to use some of the things? You think that
couldn't? She can't. That's conflict. That's like conflict of interest. You were just my lawyer. So how can you turn around and try to indict him for? Don't sound like you just use my lawyer. You just represent me.
Fannie Willis was the lawyer of one of the founding members of YSL, and then she turns around years later and indicts the YSL.
It wasn't even like a year. It wasn't even years later. This probably like, yeah, it was like 2-3 years later. It was years later. It's about 2 because
how hasn't nobody said anything about that? How is that not all over the news? How is that not something that's brought up? If Fannie Willis was representing members of the YSL, then why is she now the head DA of indicting and arresting members of the YSL? Like,
that's a good question.
She could basically try to use the information that she used to defend you to indict people.
But she ain't have no. She can't use no information. If what you ain't got nothing on me saying I'm doing nothing. You feel what I'm saying?
Respect.
Still a conflict, though.
It be conflict of interest, period.
Do you think she got like something personal on your show?
I don't know.
Let me pause it right there. Like, it's like what I'm hearing sounds very. That's what I'm saying. This whole situation that I just spoke on, it sounds crazy. The whole situation with the pill, the fact that a lot of the guys that got a little bit more violent, situations going on that RICO, they getting sent home. Time served with this lingering probation. You feel me? 10 years. I think one of them even had up to 15 years, which is, strange when it comes to a RICO. If you heard about RICOs, they trying to slime everybody. And now he's saying that this particular prosecutor was representing YSL on different various cases throughout Atlanta on different stuff that they had going on when it came to the law. Like, that shit, wow, and I definitely think it could be a possibility of conflict of interest. Like, what was it? Young Thug then sliding them DMs in time. He didn't, he chose to go with the other lawyer, the new lawyer that he got. Like, where that animosity come from?
Yeah, that's crazy because definitely, even if a lawyer represents two people that if two people that know each other, it could be a conflict. A judge is supposed to recuse themselves if they have a conflict. If they have a conflict, y'all know what that means. So I don't think that the DA is above that. That's strange. This whole case is strange, though. So I hope he could provide some, he got the documents to prove that, because that's definitely grounds for appeal.
No,
I think. I mean,
That's definitely a fact. Anybody else?
Hey
want to
Chuck,
chime
do
in
you
on that?
do you think that most of this case is really to try to deplete his money? Because that's what I'm really like. It seems like that's what it's on. So it's like they're just trying to milk him out of all of his money.
Yeah, that could be a possibility. That could be a situation where they definitely want to, try to exhaust his funds. And some people even saying it's preparing for the feds to jump in. I don't think that's the case. I think if the feds was going to jump in, they would have been jumped in, because not only is Young Thug having to spend money, but the actual state has to spend money. And you talking about possibly $1 million per defendant. So at 28 people, you're talking millions and millions of dollars. That's why they trying to get a lot of them off on that whole plea agreement and kick them out the door, so that they don't have to go through the trial and go through all the motions. Like, if all of them would have went to trial, they definitely probably would have won this.
I said niggas ain't talk. That nigga Gunna would have been up there telling them everything.
well, I hope he contacted Young Thug lawyer with this information. It's something that I feel like they should have known. They did their homework, but if they don't, hopefully he contacted them, because it sounds like a conflict to me.
Right. Yeah, definitely. It definitely sounds like a conflict of interest. Like, how does that even happen?
And it can be something that she's unaware of if she represented this guy.
Right.
So.
I'm pulling up the next story right now, y'all.
Salute, Big Subi. What's up, sis? What it do?
The next story we got Terrence J.
Okay, I'm about to go to that one right now, Chuck. And this is some, y'all know word on the curb is Terrence J and Nia Long were spotted in Dubai. I don't know how to say if I said that right. Dubai, whatever it is, but they were spotted out living their best life together. Nia Long is single. Terrence J is a single man. Y'all know Nia Long, she is on the Best Man series, so I'm happy to see her out dating, enjoying her life. I really never heard about her really dating a lot of dudes in the industry. I never really heard about Terrence J being out here dating a lot of women. So I really hope that they, you know what I'm saying, can last. And it looks like she's really happy. You know, I always read comments, so I'm going to read just like 3 comments. They saying Terrence is not with her, y'all. He just so happened to be there. So you see the other lady about to get in the driver's seat. Oh, so maybe we spoke too soon. Somebody else said, Terrence said, yeah, let me get some of this action. This somebody else said. So at the end, you can see that the other lady that was talking in the video is the one who's actually driving. I think Terrence was just being a gentleman and helping her get in the car. So what y'all think? What you think, Chuck? You see the video. What you think going on?
It's possible. Is he still married?
So he's married. I know he was married.
Yeah, I believe he's married. Y'all get in the comments and let me know if I'm wrong. But if he's a single man and ain't she single from that whole stuff that went on a couple of months ago?
Yeah,
single.
Her husband embarrassed her, so she deserved to get out there.
That dude look like Terrence J. Carr though.
I mean, she was just spotted with Omarion at a red carpet event. I mean, holding hands.
He goes with like he doesn't spend a lot of money, and I believe he bought a sports car, and I think this is it, the one that she's hopping out of. I could be wrong.
I don't think that's his car in Dubai.
Well, I'm hoping if she is dating him that he is well and healthy because he seemed to be going a little bit off the deep end like a year or 2 ago. So I'm not 100% sure about that, but you guys probably know what I'm mentioning.
Oh, that's what. Oh yeah. So this was spotted in Dubai. Nia Long is living her best life. Okay. Yeah, she living her best life though. How old is she now?
Maybe they just had a little night. She was like, you in Dubai, I'm in Dubai, let's link up, let's get a little razzle dazzle. And then they just having fun because it seems like they both got a long relationship. You know what I'm saying? So,
No, for sure. We gonna go to the next one. The next one is leaked song of Gunna dissing DJ Academics. I don't know if y'all seen that, but DJ Academics definitely had some stuff to say about Gunna when it comes to him putting up that tweet. And I guess in that right now I'm gonna play this footage. DJ Academic is reacting. So let's see.
So anyway, Gunna reached out to me. Niggas was flaming him off of this. All right, come on, let's get straight into it. Gunna, Crime Stoppers. Niggas was flaming. This is why he did this interview.
Okay, guys.
This is why he did it. Hold on. Running out of miles. By the way, look at the time period. Look at the time period when Sauce Walker, matter of fact, let me just play it. Sauce Walker goes at Gunna. I probably should tell.
Yeah. Still rich in the pandemic. Fuck academics. A lot of these nigga kids. I'm straight up out the trenches. Off topic.
I'm gonna leave this here until maybe this starts fucking with me, and the truth gonna come out. Gunna reached out to me in 2020, and we had a conversation about a bunch of things. This is when he was under pressure by a few niggas about the Crime Stopper video. I talked to him. He reached out to me. I'm going to leave it at there. You know there's more to the story. You know there's more to the story. I'm going to leave it there for now. If I get confirmation that this came out after we had that conversation, you know I'm going to give you every detail of that conversation. And I'll just say,
oh, shit,
it won't look too good. I'll just say it won't look too good. But right now, let me keep sipping. Somebody said how I'm scared of a rap. I'm not scared of rap. First of all, I'm a civilian. I don't give a fuck. You see, this is how y'all get a nigga like me to like. It's not even crashing out. It's just me telling the truth. Gonna reach out to me. All right, fuck it.
So he thinking that if this song was an old song before they had this conversation that he's talking about, he said it's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be up in smoke, y'all. He gonna basically expose everything that went down on that conversation, and then his audience even asked him, like, so how do you feel about Gunna being a rat? Like, you scared of a rat? And he like, I'm a civilian. Why would I be scared of a rat? Damn. I wonder what academics and Gunna talked about on that phone. Was it him wiring academics millions of dollars to try to keep his career going, like 6ix9ine? With the whole, because a lot of times I think it was No Jumper pretty much didn't post 6ix9ine for a long time until Flacco came over there, which was more recent. So they had even stopped posting 6ix9ine. Say Cheese, Say Cheese, I think he was still posting it. Vlad was here and there, but academics, everything, create narratives, the whole 9 yards. And I'm pretty sure that came with a package, the package that he was talking about, that he was demonstrating to people a few days ago when he spoke out against Blueface. And he said a lot of times these labels be in his back pocket and they pay him a lot of money to promote these artists, and that they damn near give him the budget. And maybe that's the situation that he's going to speak on when it comes to Gunna. Or, Gunna, like, did you really think when you said that YSL is a game that you was hurting Young Thug's case? That could be it. What y'all think about that?
I just don't know. These academics been acting real tough to me lately. Like, it's like he changed. Like, when he first came out, he was kind of like this little. Now he out here trying to threaten people. Like, yeah, like, I just don't like his new attitude at all. Like, you talk about all these rappers, but when they say something about you, you ready to expose everything y'all talked about in private. But you can say whatever you want to say about motherfuckers. Like, who the fuck you think you are? Like, I'm not jacking him. I don't really like. So, anybody else want to add to that? Like, anybody else want to speak on that? Q, I know you like to chime in and stuff. AJ, Nisha.
To chime in on that.
I don't really listen to DJ Academic, so I don't know. His voice irritates me. I agree. He seems overconfident right now in the way he talk about people. It sounds like he feels like he can end anybody's career sometimes. That's how it come across. But we gonna all know what he know once he get a little extra tipsy. So he said, I'm gonna sit it right here.
Nah, niggas like that, they talk because the nigga ain't never punched him in their mouth before. Facts. That's what
Yeah, he got a little money now, so now he feels different.
If you hear all he do is you heard what he said. He's been waiting for he's waiting for rappers to talk shit so he can come. That's all he wants. He wants to flex his money, his power, because he has a little
But as a journalist, he should be more protective of like information that he's putting out there like that. Nobody gonna trust his ass no more, and he just on his own money shit. That shit lame.
Yeah,
like you supposed to put out information that's that's going, as a journalist. Like, now you just sounding whack.
Now he's sounding like he just want to help motherfuckers so they don't. If they cross him, he could be like, well, this is what you talking to me about. Like, a motherfucker will never trust you again. Like, that's how you got most of your money, by rappers fucking with you, trusting you, and trusting in your word that you was going to be a solid individual. Not that you going to go out and be like, well, you was trying to help me help your career. Da, da, da. Like a lot of people do payola. Come on, man. I'm sure Gunna ain't the person.
Niggas thought he
Allegedly.
was solid.
Right. You made
Allegedly.
your money. You made your money off of that industry. These are the people who hold up that industry. So feeling like, you know, it's a little strange. I mean, it's a little bit shit in what you eating in my eyes, you know?
Absolutely. That's how I feel.
But that's the squares nigga you gonna get.
Yeah. What's next, Big Chuck?
But Gunna, I don't know, man. He's a sensitive subject.
We got the Blueface, whole Blueface situation we about to play.
Okay, so let me go to that one. Hold on 1 second. I got that pulled up already too. Hold on. 1 second. Why is it going to hold on? Blueface says Drake only followed Krishan because he's infatuated with him. He said he was a fan of me. We got audio. He went on No Jumper and spoke on basically saying that not Blueface, but Drake is a fan of him. So I'm going to read like 3 comments. Somebody said, nobody wants to admit it, but Krishan Rock keeps Blueface relevant, and that's why he hasn't left her. Somebody else said, so why hasn't he followed you? Somebody else also said he also said he's top 10 in the rap game, and I almost cut the interview off. So I just wanted to read a couple comments like I always do. Go ahead, Big Chuck. You can play the audio.
But do her.
Have you called? What did you think when Drake followed her?
I took it like he following me. Like, you know, like,
wow.
You know, me and him have a past where he was a fan of me at one point in time, and then so, you know, my offspring, obviously he gon', you know, it will, you know, it's just kind of a infatuation with me, but do her.
Have you called? What did you think when Drake followed her?
I took it like he following me. Like, you know, like, you know, me and him have a past where he was a fan of me at one point in time, and then so, you know, my offspring, obviously he gon', you know, it will, you know, it's just kind of a infatuation with me, but do her.
Have you called?
He said Drake is a big fan of him, and it's some sort of infatuation when it comes to Drake and Blueface. I think I do remember when Blueface had this whole situation where Drake was shouting him out or something, or had tweeted him or something like that. Is that the situation? Do anybody remember that?
I don't remember it, but he sound
that
happened.
Yeah, I think it was something like that. Maybe I'm wrong.
He honestly, Blueface is talking like a jealous nigga right now. If you really listen to what he's saying, like, ain't he? I mean, it sounds like he wants Krishan to be on a level, but not to a level where all these different dudes in the rap game is following her, checking in to see what she's doing. He sounds hurt right now, talking about Drake is a fan of yours. Come on, bro. Drake ain't no friend. You an offbeat rapper that makes no sense with raps. Like, so you sound like you're hurt because the biggest rapper.
Offspring.
You sound like you sound like a nigga that's hurt because the biggest rapper in the game press followed on your girl, and now she can say that she got the biggest rapper in the game following her, liking her pictures, whatever. You sound jealous.
And infatuation is a strong word.
That is.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Strong word.
I like the lady. Yeah, go ahead.
Especially for a nigga to be infatuated with another nigga.
Yeah, when he said infatuated, I was like, whoa, like,
but you
have you ever?
sexy.
I was about to say, have you ever played your songs like publicly and was like, I'm a big fan, but it seemed like he's trying to dim her light by saying, oh, everything happened to me because of me. No, people like Krishan Rock because people like Krishan Rock, not because of you, because a lot of people think your music fucking sucks. But people like her ethics. A lot of people be feeling like she's just true to who she is, and he try to add himself to her equation, which is fucking weird. So yeah, it's nothing wrong with
in that interview they did on Clubhouse. He said like it's what he loved about her is that he could she could do an interview and it'll be like he's right there with her and he not, because she runs like the media. So That's why Drake follow her, because she runs the media. He ain't shit.
I agree. I hate when men do that. When they women start having a little, limelight, they want to, me too, Mr. Me Too.
I mean, you could tell in the interview that she had with him, he upset her because she was like, let the shit go. He kept trying to like draw her into like her energy because he knows she feisty and shit. That she could have a career by herself, just like he don't got no career. So that's just what it is.
I agree. Chuck, you want to go to the next? Do you want to talk about this Caresha thing while I got to pull it up, Chuck? Or what you have?
Yeah.
Okay, so the next topic is we're going to go to Miami. So recently, Caresha went on her show, her new podcast. Caresha, please.
Who the fuck is... My bad.
You want me to finish?
No, go finish.
Okay. So she recently went on her new podcast, Caresha Please, and she stated that she likes to get pissed on. She said she don't know, it just do something to her. She just feel like a woman. Summer Walker reacted. I'm going to read a couple comments, only like 3. Summer Walker commented. She said, I have a genuine question about this. No judgment. Like, do you require a certain level of water intake before this, or does it matter? She said, I'm saying, is it clear, odorless, or is it that spanking dark yellow Hennessy infused Perk 30 black and mild hot wing piss? Somebody else said, a lot of women like it. They just won't admit it. Money Long commented and said, and some champagne showers. I guess she was saying that she likes to get pissed on too, allegedly. And another comment said, some things are left better unsaid. Yeah. So Chuck got the audio. He gonna play it for y'all.
She wouldn't get no more hugs again.
Oh, so we need a wow for that.
You gotta pull it up, Chuck. The audio.
Yep. I think it went to the wrong one. Yeah, it went to the wrong one.
Want me to send it to you again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who was it on? Say Cheese?
Nah, it probably is on there, but I'm about to send it to you in your back channel. And right now, P. Diddy is trending. They're calling him P-E-E Diddy. So he's trending for being called P. Diddy. Yeah. It's funny, but it's... I said that's women know. You got it? Okay. I know why OJ went to the Google.
Yeah, why I picked this one? Oh, Lord. What is it? I can't say it. You got to. It say take a shower. If you like golden showers, I do. Golden showers? Meaning when the guy pees on you? Mm-hmm. Pee on you everywhere? You like it? I just like it. You do? Wow. Freak of the week. So you say take a shot. You say take a shot? Oh, yeah, I take a shot. You like go to shower? I do. But like peeing on you? I don't know. It's just, I don't know. It's just do stuff. I'm going to be honest. Hold on, one more thing. I need something a little. So I'm going to be honest with you. I've never had a golden shower. I did. Did you? I've never had a golden shower. Like, I've given one. Oh, is that the same thing as squirting? Or yeah, they say that. I don't know, but I don't had to go to shower, and I like. I give them. Ooh,
she said she give them.
Why I picked this one? Oh Lord, what is it?
She give them, y'all. Trina, something else.
Man, yeah, but basically, when a woman squirts, she's basically pissing on you. So that's, I guess.
Yeah, that's what Trina said. Trina said she give them out all the time. She's something else.
And I think
she's squirting on the nigga.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's kind of different than a nigga.
No, that ain't true.
Pulling his dick out and just, pissing on your face and shit. Like,
what's the difference if it's both pee?
I mean, I think it's different because I'm penetrating her and I'm making it come off like that. But just to literally say, yo, pull your pants down and piss on my face is crazy.
Well, if you
I don't think she said her face.
They say it's pee, but I don't think it smells like pee. So it's different. They say it is pee, but
It's a small percentage.
No, it does after. I'll keep my mouth shut.
P. Diddy out here pissing Ciroc out on
I'm pretty
Caresha.
sure every woman on the stage pissed. I mean, not pissed.
Man, that
But
nigga Diddy put 50
Squirt is
stacks on each
killer.
side and said, I pee on you. Let me do that right quick.
Yeah, but
Whipped
squirt is a
out.
mixture of your semen or your cum. You still got semen, period. And pee. It's not all pee.
So it's a mixture. It's a combination.
How do you ladies feel about getting urinated on? Because she said she likes to get pissed on. He said, I don't know, it just do something to me. Or just make me feel so good. So how do y'all feel about getting pissed on?
You better not
We
get
squabbling.
pissed on me, bro. What the fuck? That's weird. I don't
Yeah,
know.
nah. I'm not.
Yeah. Me
I've
and
been
my
holding this for a
husband,
minute, too.
We're both 45. We're past that piss on each other's shit because we old and it's piss. And like, no. That's why P. Diddy with them young girls. P. Diddy, that's funny.
I don't
Man,
know.
do whatever you say, do.
Is Diddy.
You know how you. I don't think it'll sound too crazy, but even if you using a bathroom, the thought of even getting a drop of pee or your own piss on yourself or your clothes is like bugs you the fuck out. So I just can't. But people got their fetishes, and it sounded like the money helped. Somebody agreed with that. They said money long, then paid showers. So I guess for the right price, you might like it. I guess
I don't know, right price. I love my
That
man.
shit is nasty.
That's my man. That's my husband.
I know when I sit down on the toilet and let
Anything
that
but-
shit go, it feels amazing. When I sit down on the toilet and
You
do
let that
it.
nigga sit on her too?
When
Right.
you let it go, but when somebody let it go on, when it's on, I don't know.
I think she just killed all the hugs that she was going to get on the red carpet. Niggas going to start giving her head nods and that.
Probably piss in the shower.
Damn.
Nah, I don't piss in the shower. That's nasty. I hope my husband don't, but that's what the housekeeper's for. I'm
We got
so idiot.
We got
I don't think
people in the
the men
room.
gonna
Y'all
care.
all-
The men gonna want to do it too. The men that look at her, they probably be.
Yeah, that right there made me look at her a little different, but not too different because she a city girl. That's city girl too. Hello.
It's plenty of people probably in the whole world that's doing that shit. They just ain't.
Yes, the people got some weird ass.
Man, motherfuckers like
Get
to get
off
farted on and
shit.
shit.
Like, dude,
Farted
dude.
on.
I used to date a dude that had a foot thing, right? This nigga before he left for work would kiss my feet before he. Like, but that was nice. But you know they say that.
weren't you?
I sure was. I
But
understand. Like,
it's grown people piss the same as kids baby piss because you know what they used to say.
No. It's not the same piss. Look.
When you used to have a rash, did they say piss on me? Get the baby
Oh,
piss.
hell no.
Yeah,
What
they used to
about
say get the baby piss.
If the jellyfish got you, piss on them. Hell no.
Nah,
What
they
you
tell
saying,
you
though?
say if you broke out, get the baby diaper.
If your hair is
Fred,
done,
what do you
right, ladies? Your hair is done, right? You don't even want to get chlorine in your hair. You don't. I mean, you don't have no hairdo. You about to wash it the next day. I mean, I'm assuming she got the money. She gone, but nah, I don't know about that.
So was the
Yeah, I'm like, where do they choose to pee at? But
Like,
see, it's inconsiderate
She
to do
probably
that
get
shit
pissed on
and
her
not
ass
fix
or
my
some
wig
shit.
after.
I don't think her hair getting involved in it. Well, maybe so. Who knows?
I think
I want to piss on you.
I
Drip,
think
drip, drip.
so.
Squirt, squirt, squirt. I want to piss on you.
Mimi, you
I
should have
think my
read the
husband
comment they
likes
said
to
about
smell my
R. Kelly, though.
Oh, the R. Kelly? I didn't see the R. Kelly comment. I try to read the.
It was like
So
R.
you
Kelly
read
and
it.
his cell going crazy right now. Like, damn, he could have got him a city girl.
City girl.
Hey, if y'all haven't already, one mic real quick. If y'all haven't already, go to the top, the link at the top. Make sure y'all go to the subscribe to Death for the Cloud Chasers TV. My boy Big Chuck is streaming this live on YouTube, so can y'all definitely go leave a thumbs up, leave a comment, get active on the YouTube. I appreciate y'all for pulling up, supporting Death for the Cloud Chasers. Make sure y'all share the room, ping up. Also, like if y'all haven't already joined the club, the house, and get added to the waiting list, and if Chuck, gets through it, or Jess, they'll add you to the house. And we also have a club as well. If you go to Big Chuck's bio and go down to the first club, it's going to be Death for the Cloud Chasers. You can follow the club as well. and get active in the chat. We got a chat down there where everybody else is talking if you want to add to the conversation, if you don't want to come off your mic. Go ahead, Big Tim. We can go to the next thing.
Yeah, so we got No Jumper. They're reacting to the whole Spot 'em Got 'em. Spot 'em Got 'em responds to Fulio calling him a snitch. So we're gonna play that audio for y'all. Let's get to it.
Fulio for calling him a snitch. That's crazy. According to Spot 'em Got 'em, Lil Durk never sent him any money back. Oh shit! If for y'all who don't know, I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before, but allegedly Spot 'em Got 'em and Lil Durk was finna shoot a music video. They had a little feature going on, and once Spot 'em Got 'em's paperwork came out, allegedly Lil Durk sent the $100K back to him and said, "Fuck all that shit. We ain't doing nothing." But
he's a liar though, right? Because his own fucking management like said that Durk sent it back. Say Cheese signed him. Say Cheese signed him.
Say Cheese signed Spot 'em Got 'em.
Well, at that time when he was signed, right?
Because
So
if
if
you
your
don't
management said
remember,
it,
all of Spot 'em Got 'em's freestyles used to be sped up and they used to be on Say Cheese.
Spot 'em Got 'em like a
Spot 'em
fucking
Got 'em went to
gremlin.
jail. He got out. Yeah, he looked like
Yeah.
12 and 32 at the same time.
Yeah, he ugly as shit.
You feel me? He looked like
Man, he got the Benjamin
he's
Button
7
disease. It's
he
wild
looked like
over
he's
there.
7 and 27 at the same time. Shit,
I
wild.
hate, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Look. I get it. I be like stuttering in my words. I don't be connecting with my words, how my brain connects. But like the way motherfuckers type in like the South and this shit like that, bro, gives me fucking anxiety.
I'm sure they think about
the way we
us
type
with all them
yeah.
K's and shit. All right, let me see it. You niggas stay dick riding on this social media shit. Nigga been screaming gang. Now you want to share shit. Nigga never send no bread back, and I never knew about no statement till 3 years later. Emotional ass nigga, and he tagged Fulio. I'm still in them cars, and y'all keep saying cause I ain't get bread lawyer. Nigga, I ain't have it at the time. I'm one nigga. I'm gonna make sure I'm straight before I can take care of anybody. On Durk, niggas know how I'm rocking. Niggas do goofy shit because they be in their feelings. I'm assuming he has
On Durk?
Nah, I'm assuming he has a homie who passed away named Durk.
Oh, why? Because I'm about to say like that's just dick riding.
Nah, you gotta
Flacco, there you go.
Right?
For the Durk's not the only person with the name
there's
Durk.
other Durks on this planet. You feel me? So,
Nah,
yeah,
but
Durk
like,
is his
yeah.
dead homie.
But bro, hey, right? So like in terms of snitching, again, like by like the street niggas definition, I don't define snitching, right? But from what I heard from street niggas, he told, right, just by their very definition, like, you know, like you pointing out that something is there and then they found it there and charge a man's with that, you a rat. So I don't even know why he's even denying it. If I was him, bro, like.
And the nigga in jail right now.
Yeah.
It was for a separate case, but I'm pretty sure. But the nigga's in jail.
But the dude don't be fucking with him still.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But that's how you know, bro. It's a lot of weird ass money shit going on to me. Because no, the nigga first we ain't gonna say his name, but first he was saying he was snitching on him, and then he changed it. Then when he called home on the phone and he like, nah, we good. That's my boy. And it's like, man, I think.
Yeah, you got a point there. You know, it's a lot of situations going on inside the industry. Like they said that Boston Richie's supposed to be a snitch, and Boston Richie, I heard allegedly he just signed a $7 million deal. So, you know, I don't know. Shit ain't stopping nothing, you know, at this point. But I do get why people got to put it out there that these people are snitches, because it is people that's, you know, part of the youth and might have impressionable brains where they letting these rappers influence them, and you know they thinking that dude really like that and he about that life and he gonna stand on this and stand on that, and that ain't the case. So, you know, they definitely need to keep putting it out there who's doing what. But I think that it goes to show you how no matter how big the company is or who behind it, a lot of times they still miss research. Like you think they would have researched these guys before they put a chain on them and said, "Oh, you're a part of my camp," and they camp not supposed to be dealing with snitches. You feel me? So I don't know, man.
Hey, Chuck. To be honest, at some point, I'm starting to feel that they're pushing more snitch type artists out there. Like that's been kind of like a big thing, like just the acceptance. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh man, he get money, and it seemed like they pushing a lot of this rat behavior into the music, so that way people can be impressionable enough to start adapting this behavior. That's my opinion.
I 100%.
Nah, that's a valid point you making, Stats, because you know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all know about DDG. He's one of the hottest new artists right now, you know what I'm saying? He definitely jacking the rats. He's like, man, Gunna's my friend, man. Gunna's my friend. I could care less if he snitched. You know what I'm saying? So that's definitely the culture that they're trying to push nowadays.
I got a question. Okay, so do y'all think that it's really about pushing rat culture or pushing non-unity?
That's what it is. Pushing non-unity.
Damn,
It's actually both.
It's both. Yep.
Yeah, but I agree. It's something deeper behind it too. I mean, it's something else with that. That's a great observation.
And showing house nigga shit.
The crazy thing about it too, though, is that you absolutely right that they are pushing that. Not only that, they pushed a culture and a generation of music that they felt was self-snitching, even though the young people didn't realize when they were having this back and forth and something they were doing not for eyes to see, but towards each other. It's like once they realized that they tapped into that shit and pushed it everywhere, and now it's spread everywhere because it helps them. So that shit is coming from everywhere. And the only other thing I want to say about Spot him, got him, like, what is he talking about? I didn't know about the statement for 3 years. Like, how you don't know? I didn't see what he said. I don't know what he said. I'm not educated on it. But if it was, like, what you mean you didn't know about it until 3 years later? If you said it, you knew when you said it, or maybe you didn't. But you guys get what I'm saying. So, yeah.
And we do know Sodom Gotham is really young too. He like 20, and probably 3 years ago he wasn't no more than 16. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Can we really say a 16-year-old is a snitch if they mom make them do something involuntarily or something? Like, he was a kid.
Yeah.
He definitely a snitch.
According by the street rules, we're gonna put it
He
like
didn't
this.
listen to his mom when she told him to stay out the streets, right?
Correct. And that, and when
God.
you jump and listen, and when
Wake
you
it up,
gotta
Chuck.
put this on the record, when you jump into these streets, there is no age limit. But with the things that you do in these streets, people are not gonna say, "Oh, that's just a kid." If you're doing grown-up things, you're putting yourself in situations where those consequences, they're not gonna just look at you from no age, situation, especially when it comes to criminal activities. You know what I'm saying? The justice system never said, "Oh, we're gonna be lenient on these people." They're gonna do whatever it takes to.
Yeah, they're gonna charge you as an adult.
Yeah, they're gonna charge you as what you are, a criminal. They're gonna look at you as a criminal. So I'm going back to the culture being pushed into the snitch type of behavior. Also look at like the music now. It's no longer real good music as far as just being talented. They're pushing a certain type of music where quote unquote drill.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Where people are speaking on violence, crimes, and things of that nature. And it tends to seem as if most of these things that these people are rapping about are actual events that occurred. So this is where this behavior is coming.
And like speaking of that, so we got Fulio. We got Fulio, similar situation, but I guess people saying he didn't snitch, and this is what you're supposed to do when you're in the interrogation room. Police tried to ask Fulio about gang affiliation inside of Jacksonville, and this is what he had to say.
Free news communication. Yeah. Oh, Fat J. You don't know who that is? Japan? How about that one?
What the fuck?
You don't see him?
He's always hanging out with your brother? Nah, not like when I say my brother, like that's what I'm saying. So you don't keep track of the people that you're close with? But niggas grown, bro. I could be right here in Cali, niggas way.
You ever see Jake Jett or
who?
Jake Jett?
Who the fuck is that?
Free news communication. Yeah. Oh, Fat J. You don't know who that is? Japan? How about that one?
What the fuck?
You don't see him?
He's always hanging out with your brother? Nah, not like when I say my brother, like that's what I'm saying. So you don't keep track of the people that you're close with? But niggas grown, bro. I could be right here in Cali, niggas way.
So I think like he could have just shut up.
You know what I'm saying? He could have just called
I
for his
was
lawyer.
thinking that in my head. I thought you had the right to remain silent.
Absolutely. I don't know what's to him either. Like, shit, if he was under pressure, would he be laughing or would he be talking more? So I don't know, man. Like, a lot of people will say that that's snitching, you know, when you telling them people anything, but you know, it's hard to tell in the culture that we in today in 2023 because it's different variables. Like I told people a long time ago, and I tell people all the time, the streets ain't fair. So you start to think it's fair, like, oh, buddy is snitch. Okay, his brother is snitch, but he ain't telling you. So that's the type of shit that happens in the streets. But Fulio, damn, it's like out there, he put out that situation with Spot 'em Got 'em. They released these videos. So it's looking like shit, the feds or the state police on your ass too, boy. They want to paint a narrative on you. So I think he need to watch his back. What y'all think about it?
Is he in jail right now? Is that true?
Nah, Julio out. It was just on Clubhouse.
And you saying the police put that out?
No, I'm saying like it's coming from, you know, this coming from their department for sure. Like they the one with the access to the video and the timing of it, you know. I look at timing of things. This always leave me with questions. And it seems like it's perfect timing for him to be talking about maybe possibly one of their good informants, and they put this out here on him. So people can question
Right.
what he got going on.
Yeah, that's a fact, Chuck.
And one thing is, I'm gonna say this for people that's in the YouTube world or anybody that's a part of this quote unquote culture of the street. When you are in the presence of the police, your best bet is to be quiet. Also, if you're not mentally capable of wording or being conscious of what you say, it will be held against you. And you can't play these streets if you're not capable of holding yourself down in interrogation. Because a lot of people tend to fold under pressure. It's more mental and an interrogation.
Yeah, I definitely agree, man.
I definitely agree with that.
Because they definitely ain't no police, ain't nothing you telling the police. All you doing is helping them do their job. They ain't putting in no good work for you, give you less time. They can't do none of that stuff for you. All you doing is helping them write their report out to hang your ass. That's it.
Right, because if they're gonna arrest you, they're gonna arrest you anyway, and it's not about ignorance. It's not about that. So, like Stats just put out there, that was a PSA that he just gave y'all. If they're gonna arrest you, there's nothing you're gonna say to change that situation, and you only gonna make it worse. You cannot tell them anything that's gonna make them let you out if they're already gonna arrest you. Period. So, do what they do, what they advise their children to do, the police, judges. If you really look into it, just don't say anything. Request a lawyer. A lot of young people don't know that. Some of us was raised and have that background where we were told that it's not about protecting criminal behavior. It's about knowing that system. And people are part of the system. They know how to deal with it. They deal with it the same way. But they do little tricks like, oh, you got nothing to hide. It's not about that. It's anything you say can and will be used against you. You don't got to be guilty of shit, but it's nothing to say. Let your lawyer speak for you.
And don't request a lawyer neither, though, because when you request a lawyer, you actually waive your rights. The best thing for you to do is shut the fuck up. Don't say nothing. Because as soon as you say, I want to speak to a lawyer, guess what you do? You just waived all rights that you had. So even if they was holding you in contempt, right? Like they was just holding you for 48 hours. Once you request a lawyer, it's kind of an insinuation that you're guilty. So don't even say that. Just shut the fuck up. Just shut up.
Yeah,
Wait it out.
That too. That's true. So depending on the situation, yes, that's absolutely true. That makes sense.
Right. And we moving on to this other story. Mimi, we got the dude from Maryland, man sentenced to life in prison for a $3,200 payment to kill a woman's boyfriend.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the comments of some of these crazy. Hold on. Yeah, it says Michael Gibson, 23, was sentenced to life in prison with all but 80 years suspended. Yeah, suspended for first degree murder and 20 years. It says for using a firearm during the commission of a crime of violence in the death of Leslie. What's that last name? Chuck? Sanderson? Yeah, I'm gonna say Sanderson, 50 years old. According to the report, Gibson was paid $32,000 by Thomas Smith, 31, to kill the victim following a verbal argument between the victim and Smith's mother. The victim was pronounced dead at deceased at the scene. Detectives obtained and reviewed video evidence from the area which captured portions of the crime. I'm gonna read a couple comments too. And they said he crashed out for 3 bands. Somebody said, what if he accepted the money and had no intentions on doing anything? And then someone said, kill somebody for an 05 Infinity, was it worth it? Yeah, so I ain't never knew somebody to kill somebody for that less of a money. You just threw your whole life away for just some crimes.
That 3,200 ain't even gonna last you the year for commissary.
Yeah, that was some crazy. You just threw your whole life away for some crimes. That was crazy.
Kill for less than that.
It's like shit. I ain't seen people lose their life over a quarter. So, you know,
TV,
literally a quarter,
weed.
Yeah, my man got killed over a bike frame with no tires, no nothing. It was straight bike frame.
Yeah, so it's crazy how, you know, violence will go that far. I think yesterday we were speaking on a story where I think it was the 16-year-old shot his father.
Yep.
And right now they don't know why. You know, he shot the father in front of his baby sister who was around 7 years old. So it's a lot of people that's doing a lot of violent crimes these days, you know. And at first, a lot of people was blaming it on this whole PPP, this whole money that came from the government doing, you know, the whole C-19s.
Yeah, that shit crazy. We do got another report that just came in. The singer Sammy's mother has been arrested and charged with second-degree murder and aggravated assault and 2 counts of shooting into a vehicle. It says R&B singer Sammy's mom was arrested in Orange County last week and was charged with second-degree murder. Angela Baxter, 56, faces charges in the death of 27-year-old Nakiva Collier. According to the sheriff's office, Baxter was randomly shooting at a vehicle on January 12th when the victim was driving nearby. Collier was hit by a stray bullet in her abdomen before crashing her car. So basically, this lady was shooting some random people's cars. His mama. She looked like she on some drugs or something. If you looking at her picture, she don't look like she in her best mental state. And this was the singer Sammy's mom. I don't know if y'all remember his song. I like the way you look at. I don't know if y'all remember that. Y'all said it.
And he, I was going recently he just did like a versus. Wasn't he a part of a versus?
Yeah, he was. Yep.
I love me some Sammy.
Yeah, it's unfortunate though. And the lady was so beautiful. Sending my condolences to that lady family. This was just reckless and just. Matter of fact, it was 2 more victims that came forward and told the police that Baxter was sitting in her car shooting at people who driving by. So his mama was just randomly shooting at people's cars.
Wow, is it mental health? It sounded like mental health.
Yeah, I was just about to address
mental health.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
I'm gonna read some of these comments too. Like I always try to read 2 comments or 3 comments from, you know, just to give other perspectives. The first comment I'm gonna read, it says, I love Sammy, but I'm praying for his strength. You never know what a person is going through behind closed doors. I hope his mom gets the help she seeks. Somebody said, wow, mental health is very important. We need to hug more of our family members and be there. And don't wait until it's a bad situation to be there for them. And then somebody else said, I feel bad for the family. Drugs are a motherfucker. And it looked like she may have some kind of mental disorder. I don't really like speaking on people's mental health because you never know what a person's going through. But that's crazy.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's like, and it definitely could be a situation of mental health, and I'm gonna leave it at that. You know, I don't understand it. You know, I definitely have family members and friends that suffer from mental health issues. But you know, prayers up to his family, man. Salute.
We need to talk about mental health.
Go ahead. If you can,
we have to talk about it.
Let's get it. If you can talk about, like me, I don't have enough information. If you do, feel free to.
So let me tell you this. What I've noticed in my city, I'm currently in the Denver metro area. Mental health is being criminalized. Just like they criminalize crack, they don't know what to do with the fentanyl. They think it's a mental health problem. It's a freaking God thing. Sorry if I offend anybody, but it is what it is. So they're locking them up. Like, what is it in New York? Isn't it New York where now they got the police profiling to the homeless to see who is mentally ill? And if they're mentally ill, they're going to pick them up and take them where? Take them where?
That's the direction of the mayor. You're right. Yeah.
Also,
but wait, where are they taking them? They're taking them to jail or to a mental institution?
So I'm just going to speak my truth. 2010, I got clean. I ended up working in recovery, and that shit's just, anyway, I had to leave. I'm from West Virginia. That's like Huntington, West Virginia is ground zero of the opioid epidemic. What would we say? Huntington, West Virginia is a suburb of Detroit. But yeah, I mean, addicts are dropping in West Virginia, and now they're dropping across this nation. I graduated in 1995. 30-year reunions coming up, and most.
Hey, Raven, let me ask you a question.
What's
Raven, let me ask you a question. You said part of West Virginia is part of Detroit?
It's just a joke that we have back home.
Okay.
Because the southern part of West Virginia, you know how that goes with,
Okay.
It's
is it real close to Detroit or something like that?
Very real close to Detroit. A lot of people go down there. Do their
Kentucky,
thing down
Ohio, Cleveland,
it's like at least about 8 hours away, but a lot of people go down there.
Nah. I'm from Morgantown.
They go down there to do, do things down there.
Half hour from Pittsburgh.
Okay, I live a half an hour from Morgantown.
Who are you? I might know your mama.
No, you don't know my mama because I just moved out more.
Hey, but
I just moved out that bit.
Yeah, let's get back to it. Hey, Chuck, but to add on to the mental health issue, right? It's interesting that there isn't any how could I say this? Like a program for it willingly for people. We just went through a lockdown dealing with the pandemic, so a lot of this mental health could have sparked because of the pandemic. And it's interesting that nobody's truly addressing or coming up with a solution for this.
You're right. You're absolutely right. Absolutely. I got clean in 2010. The mental health in West Virginia is better than it is here in Denver, Colorado. Now that don't make no sense to me. None. I got rid of the urban trauma, the PTSD. I mean, I didn't get rid of it. I just pray and meditate and, center myself, and I'm good. Now, the George Floyd really set it off out here, Elijah McClain. I live, maybe a few blocks from the Capitol here, My mama was praying I wasn't out there because you got us protesting.
Raven,
in the middle of a pandemic, and that shit brought all mine back.
Okay, Raven. When you went through your treatment, where did you go?
What, when I
as far as did you go to a facility?
PTSD?
Yes, give people.
Okay. All right. First of all, go to church. Just go to church, pray, meditate. Whoever you call God, man, you better build a good conscious contact, because if you have a spiritual centered, you're not going to want to fill it up with fear. You're not going to fill your mind up with fear, is what I'm saying.
I understand. Hey, also, I want to put this out there. It's an app called Better I believe it's called Better Help or Better Health. It's one of the two. For anybody that want to have a therapist or somebody that they can talk to, you can download that app. Yes, you can download that app, personalize it so you can have an individual of your liking. You can also choose if you choose one and you don't like that one, you have the option to find another one. So check that out,
You know
y'all.
what
For
else
anybody
you can
that's
do?
dealing with any issues mentally or emotionally, just that's something to help you.
Find a group of people that are going through the same thing that you are going through. Narcotics Anonymous saved my life.
That's good. That's good. Yeah,
Let's give
Sex
our solution.
Anonymous.
Okay, hold on. Wait 1 second. 1 second. That's all good. I'm proud of you. Chuck was trying to say something. What you about to say, Chuck? Go ahead.
My bad.
Yeah, we're gonna move on to the next story. This blessing when a baby is born. It's always a blessing. We got the baby in the news. And you see that one, Mimi?
Yo, how y'all feel about WAC 100 like to get peed on?
We don't care about her. Right now, we talking about.
Didn't we just talk about that?
No, go
No,
ahead
we
to
didn't, and we not going to talk about it.
go to the
All
the baby mother.
Yeah, I'm about to get used to it.
Merry Christmas to all.
All right. So I don't know if somebody got some plans. I can't even hear.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. What's up, Big T? It says the baby's mother, Latoya Bennett, just welcomed a new baby. It's being reported that she had a little boy allegedly by the baby, making this his first son. The baby and Latoya share a 3-year-old daughter together named Nova. So they're saying congratulations. I'm in the comments. I'm gonna read 3. Somebody said niggas love their baby mama. Don't I know it? And then somebody else said, see how black that baby legs is? That's definitely his. Somebody else said, I thought he had a son already. So, yeah, congratulations if it's his. I'm gonna say allegedly, but yeah. I mean, what you think about it, Victor?
I think it's a blessing. Him. How many kids he got right now? One, was it 2?
He got 3.
3. Okay, so this would be his 3rd one or 4th?
His 4.
Okay, so 4 kids. And shit. Right now his rap career ain't going so well, so that's good. He got all that money. He can go spend time with these kids of his. Salute the baby.
He already
said
said
life for his kids.
And he already said he want to run a label. He said he really about to start rapping. He about to retire soon anyway. So he probably just, yeah, it do make sense. Anybody else want to talk about it? Ghost, you been quiet. Shine, you been quiet.
Wait, who did the baby used to date?
Danny Lee. Danny Lee.
That's who he used to do all that beautiful stuff for.
Who they saying who they saying this baby by? Danny Lee?
Nah, his baby mama, the one he had the second child by.
The one Danny Lee was beefing with and shit.
Nah, that's Mimi.
One she was pressed by. Oh no,
no, that was Mimi. This is his second baby mama.
So which one? Dang, which one is it? Then he had just had. Which one we talking about?
We talking about his second baby mama, Latoya. Mimi is his first baby mama, the one that was beefing with Danny Lee. That's the one he was in a relationship with.
Okay, so Latoya, who is that? Is she like? She do something like she rap, sing or something?
She don't do nothing. She really was off the grid. Like he just popped out with her. Like it really wasn't never they was in a relationship or nothing. He just got her pregnant because he was cheating on Mimi, basically.
Oh,
allegedly.
She said she don't
that's
do
where the
nothing.
music went. All these voices. But I'm a woman, dude. Guys, women, a lot of women could be a lot of. It's hard to deal with. So maybe that's why his music is like,
Yeah.
Could be a situation.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the baby he didn't drop. He dropped the freestyle and it didn't go. I mean, when the baby dropped something, that shit be going crazy over the internet. And this freestyle he just dropped, it really didn't do nothing. I don't know if him talking. I'm gonna say the eligibility community because I don't like to say the word the LG. I don't want to say that, but the eligibility community they'll cancel you, and I feel like he fucked up when he did say what he said about them. So. Be a daddy, start your label and do that. You know what I'm saying? So that's my opinion.
We got Regina.
God finds good ways to humble you.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Ain't that the truth? Yeah, you're right. Cause the baby was one thing about the baby, he was popping shit though, for real.
Yeah, he was. Like
He had a good run though.
He deserved it. Like he deserved to pop his shit because he did have a great run. I think he been out almost 5 years now. And shit, yeah, he went from shit wearing a diaper for clout to shit millions of dollars, hit records, platinum records. So salute him, man. He made it out, and it ain't just because he don't like his next album don't go platinum. That's cool. He's still rich as hell. He's still able to provide for his 4 kids. So that's what matters, man. Salute the baby. But we got the next story in the news on the nightly news tonight. We got on Regina King. You want to speak on that? Mimi?
Yeah, okay, I'm about to get to it. Give me 1 second, because I was on another screen. As I know, Regina King. Y'all know Regina King's son had committed suicide. He was dealing with some mental health issues, and she hasn't spoke on it. This is her first time making a public post. I'm gonna read it. And they also had a candlelight for him. So Regina King says January 19th is Ian's worthy day. As we still process his physical absence, we celebrate his presence. We are all in different places on the planet. So it's Ian. Is it Ian, Chuck? Or is it Ian or Ian? I don't want to say his name wrong because we on YouTube. But I don't know. I don't want to say his name wrong. So she said his favorite color is orange. She said it's the fire and the calm I see in you and everything I breathe. My absolute favorite thing about myself is being Regina, the mother of Ion. God King, continue to shine bright, my guiding light. I'm gonna read a couple comments from her fans. They were saying, I've been thinking about her lately. I'm praying for her continued strength and peace and prayers. Somebody said, as a parent who lost a kid, I pray God heals her heart in this journey. And somebody else said, love her so much. She is so strong and absolutely beautiful. So I definitely want to send my love to Regina King on behalf of Death for the Couch Chasers, because that's something hard to deal with. And we just discussed mental health too as well in here. So, yeah.
Right. Unimaginable.
That's heartbreaking.
Yeah, that's sad. That's a lot for her to deal with right now. You know what I'm saying? That's especially losing your child that way.
Yeah, that's definitely I can't even imagine. So yeah, but that just shows that we got to be more understanding of what people go through. Sometimes if a person not texting, we can reach out first. If you see a person acting different, text that person and you see how they doing. You don't always have to think, oh, I'm not gonna kiss that person ass. I'm not reaching out. You never know what a person going through. So sometimes reaching out can help a person to save a person's life potentially. And I gotta learn that too, because like even with my situation with my brother, like he dealt with mental health issues, and I didn't know how bad it was until last year when he had his first episode. And I'm not gonna lie, that shit really broke me a little bit, because I literally called the mental health people myself and I said, my brother needs y'all help. I called them myself and asked them to pick him up. They told me no. They was like, they can't pick him up because he's not voluntarily going himself. And I'm like, bro, he's literally having an episode. He needs help. And they told me, they turned me down several times when I tried to reach out to get him help. And I don't think he understood that he needed to go to them type of places, because he was like losing his mind. Like, I didn't know who he was. He just turned in a matter of days. He was just walking the streets with a loaded gun. Like, we didn't know what the fuck was going on. And I told him, I said, my brother has a gun. He could hurt somebody. He could hurt himself. They told me that there's nothing they could do. I even reached out to the police to say, listen, I'd rather my brother be in jail for a little gun charge for him to do something to himself. The police even told me there's nothing they can do. Unless if he poses a threat to me or my family or anybody else, there's nothing they can do. And it was just like, when you try to get help from these people, they turn their back on you. So you have to be you have to be tight with your family. And when you see signs that they're changing, say something. Don't wait till they all the way up in the deep end to say something. And that was probably what I probably missed out on, because I wasn't picking up on certain things that he would do as a sister. You know what I'm saying? So I do take accountability for me not really just being there for my brother when he was going through his shit. I waited until it was real bad to see that he needed help. You know what I'm saying? So I just encourage everybody to be there for their family because it might not be suicide. It may be them committing a murder. But, you never know what could happen. So I'm not trying to be vulnerable on here, but y'all go ahead.
Hey, let me ask you this, Mimi.
Okay.
Let me ask you
we
this.
need to talk about this.
Did you see like a drastic? Okay, I don't know your brother, right? But you know your brother. Like when he went through that episode, was that like the first time? Like did his like whole personality just change overnight, just like at a snap of a finger, or was it like a situation that happened that made him change?
It was like when growing up, he always had like this little anger. We all got this shit, so I thought it was just within us because we all got this anger, this fiery spirit, like we just snapping the fuck off. So I just thought it was something that was within us because we all do that shit. But like when he turned 17 and he started like Memphis is very like gang based. When he turned 17, he was able to go and do what he wanted to do. That's when I noticed he started changing. He just turned into a whole nother person. Like, and in that Ellie Chopper shit happened, and it kind of broke his spirit a little bit too. So I think it was part of his rap career not going where he wanted to go. Him seeing his homeboy blow up all over the internet, sensation, and he feeling like, he just he don't fit in nowhere. So I think that's where it came in too. He just snapped. Like after that, he just snapped. It's like as soon as he seen dude doing his shit, he just turned into a whole nother person.
That's trauma. That's totally trauma. Just like the soldiers that go overseas to fight, our young men are out in our streets here in America. Trauma.
Yeah.
Trauma. And if anybody's out there like going through something and they don't know what to do, go to the emergency room and tell them you want to kill yourself. Because they can't let you go. So they're going to have to help you. I worked in recovery for like a decade before I came out to Colorado. And they don't listen. They don't listen. Mental health wise, anything.
Well, let's give solutions on this type of thing. If you going through something, whether you if you consider it something you can just deal with on your own, it doesn't hurt to communicate with someone that you feel that is trustworthy of your words and your feelings. Someone that is understanding and can be an ear to hear you. So I think a lot of times people are dealing with this in silence because they don't have people listening to them or available for them to, speak. So I just think we just need to have more empathy and like you say, just check on your people, engage them. So like, how you doing? What's going on today? And I think that's just a better way to possibly soothe some of these people who are going through these things silently.
Yeah. And that's why I told him when, all this stuff happened on Clubhouse when people were saying, oh, her brother a murderer, I tried to keep all that shit from him knowing because I didn't know his mental state. Because I'm like, they on Clubhouse trying to bash me and they using my brother as a weapon because that's my soft spot. So they was on her like, oh, I'm going to expose my brother for being a murderer. And I had told my brother, I was like, listen, I don't know how your mental state is, but if something happens to, get back to you about somebody trying to expose your shit on Clubhouse or whatever, I just want you to know I definitely tried to protect you and keep it. He was like, I'm at a good space in my life. He was like, I'm not going to lie, jail the best place I could have been. He was like, because if I wouldn't have been in jail, I would have killed you. I would have killed a lot of people. And he was being honest with me. My brother told me multiple times, I would have killed you. My brother didn't tell me I would have, we put the knife out on me before. He told me he was going to lay me out, lay me down. I will never forget the time I had to drive to Memphis and my brother put the loaded gun on our mama. So that could have been me and my daughter because my brother called me and told me that some people was out after him. I'm thinking he really is telling me some people after him. I'm not knowing that all the shit going on. So I'm running to my brother's side with my child with me. I'm like, bro, at the end of the day, I don't got no sitter. I gotta go to my brother's side. And he told me, like, in that moment, if I would have came, he would have killed me. Like, and he told me that the best place for him to be right now is jail because he was losing his mind. He was losing himself. And he ain't know who the fuck he was. So I definitely told him, like, listen, whatever you need me to do, I'll be there for him no matter what. Even if it's my last, I'll make sure he has it because I don't never want to not be there for him no more. Like I was. I'm not going to lie. I was like, I felt like he was grown. So I don't have to be there for you. You grown as fuck. And that's the mindset that we do have when it comes to people. You grown. What the fuck you complaining for? Like, you grown. Why do people got to do shit for you? You know what I'm saying? So Stats, I do agree with you when you say we need more solutions. So
yeah,
I ain't trying to make this about me or nothing.
Pink, it's okay. Can I ask you a question, Pink?
No, but I hear you though, Mimi. Sometimes when we think something is just normal, someone's acting out or acting different, maybe we need to just look a little deeper. I think that's what's being said here, the message, and it's true. You know, some some mental illness is trauma based, but my understanding is that some mental illness is dormant. It's dormant, it's always there, and it comes out in the late teens and early 20s. And so a person will drastically switch. So when we see things being a little more, and we think they're just complaining, maybe we should ask those extra questions or whatever. So we appreciate that.
Salute. And we got the last story. The final story is the bus driver.
Send it to me, Big Chuck, because it got lost in translation and all the clips I sent you. Send it to me. Why he send that to me? I do
students without yellow tags exit the bus.
Okay. Have kids that don't have any documents on their my parents were asking over and over again, please open the door. Please let us see our children.
Lee says her daughter had a yellow tag. The back and forth between parents and the driver escalating to this.
Come on.
A parent appearing to assault the driver. Moments later, parents seen pulling their kids from the windows of the bus and out the back emergency door.
I think we were really concerned for the safety of our children at that point.
The Paulding County School District saying in a statement that its deboarding process broke down as the substitute driver was trying to manage the release of younger students.
I feel like that she was doing her job.
Dana Toole managing to get her 2 children off the bus before the chaos, telling us, unlike other parents, she supports the driver's actions.
I mean, I would rather my kid be safe than just dropped off because you never know what can happen to your kids.
8-year-old daughter was terrified Wednesday afternoon when she couldn't get off at her normal bus stop near the intersection of Old Harris Road and Jimmy Lee Smith Parkway in Dallas.
Because she thought that the bus driver was kidnapping her.
On board the bus, Paulding County School students, including kids from Allgood Elementary School. The driver, a substitute, refusing to let students without yellow tags exit the bus.
Okay. Have kids that don't have any documents on.
Yeah, that's a wild situation. Like one of the parents said, though, they was like basically, they feel like the bus driver was doing the right thing because they said the reason they wasn't releasing kids is because of the younger kids being on the bus. Now, y'all think that this could be a situation where the parents might have overreacted?
Yeah, in my opinion, if this was based on, because it's basically they have to identify themselves before allowing this child to get off the bus, correct?
Not in most cases. Most cases, they drop them off on the street that they supposed to or in front of their house, and they keep it moving. But I don't know what it was. I guess they took some younger kids home. That's what they're saying.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the
extra precautionary step was, hey, you like identify them and move forward, type like drop the kids off. I'm assuming.
It sounds like it was a parents are, you don't want to show your children like that you deal with conflict, like being somebody down, but it looks like it sounds like they talked about yellow tags. So I'm assuming that plays some role in who could get off the bus or who couldn't, maybe. But add a substitute bus driver and you're not letting the child off the bus, and I never seen you before, parents, we could overreact. I would say that if you're not letting my kid off at a bus stop they supposed to get off of, and I've never seen your ass before because you're a substitute, that's a recipe for disaster, I think. I don't know. It could be like, are you trying to kidnap the kid?
I think that should have been like, I feel like I don't feel the bus driver, I feel like was at fault. I think there should have been a way to have it like 50-50 in a sense. Like, let's say, because I'm reading the thing, it says they have to have an ID or something of that nature. So, like, if the child comes to somewhat to the doorstep and the bus driver say, hey, do you know this person? Can you know who this person is? You feel safe with them? They say, yes, that's my such and such, such and such. Okay, bet. You get what I'm saying? Like, I think that should have been more of a way to handle that opposed to not denying that child getting off. But I do feel that the parents didn't have to exert that type of aggression in that particular situation because it's bigger than just your child being on a bus. We're talking about the overall safety of a whole bunch of children that is on the bus and knowing the climate that we're in today. So it just seems like a situation that just got blown out of proportion. And it just seemed that it was a lot of good intentions, but just not enough understanding.
Facts. But yeah, and anybody want to chime in on this before we get done with the nightly news? By the way, man, if y'all not in tune just yet, just know that we doing the nightly news. It's gonna be various days that we do morning as well, but we definitely got like a morning news. Nightly news recap, and it's featuring Mimi. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can follow Mimi on Clubhouse, Pink Lemonade. You know what I'm saying? Get our social medias up, man. If y'all watching this, go ahead and go to Clubhouse, download the app. A lot of times you can get your questions added on and run into it, get some of the stories that you might see on social media that you want us to speak on. So you can do that via inbox or running into them on that app. But we appreciate everybody that came through. Also, I got some shit for y'all, man. The next few days, I'm probably gonna do it. I got a bunch of interviews we're gonna be dropping. Shout out that Chris Gotti interview. We got 2 interviews with him on 2 different days that we gotta drop. And he breaking down something, man. It's gonna be breaking. If it go right, it's probably gonna be viral when it comes to something that he said about 50 Cent. I don't think that y'all heard this before. But salute, man. Anybody got anything to add? Mimi, you got something to add?
Good job, Mimi.
Yeah, salute. Have a blessed weekend and a great night.
Anybody who
for the Cloud Chaser TV. Gang.
This Chicago, nigga.
What you was about to say, Q Butter?
Nah, I'm about to say whoever fuck with Money Train, man, she might need some backup right now.
Okay, what room she in? What room she in, Q?